A post on Our Trucks Our Life went viral last month. The title read, "Just turned down a 2024 F-150 at $68,000 out the door. Bought a 2004 F-150 with 140,000 miles for $8,500 instead. My mechanic looked at it and said I made the smartest decision of my life." The replies flooded in. Not from guys who thought he was crazy, from guys who had already done the exact same thing. Mechanics, contractors, farmers, veterans. All buying old. All refusing to buy new. This is not nostalgia. This is not budget shopping. This is the last free vehicle loophole. And the window to execute it is closing faster than most people realize. Today, we are going to explain exactly why the smartest truck buyers in America are deliberately choosing vehicles that are old enough to vote over brand new trucks rolling off the lot. We are going to show you the specific makes, the specific model years, and the specific reasons why a 20-year-old truck is now worth more than the new one parked next to it. And we are going to show you why the manufacturers are doing everything in their power to make sure you never figure this out. Here is the number that changes everything. The average transaction price for a new full-size pickup truck in 2025 is $68,000. Not the top trim, not the fully loaded Platinum Edition. The average. That means half the trucks on dealer lots are selling for more than $68,000. At current interest rates over 72 months, that is over $1,100 a month. For a truck that you do not own. That will be locked out of its own features the moment you miss a payment. And that is engineered to start failing the day after the warranty expires. A smart driver looked at that math and walked straight to the private seller down the street. Let us talk about what you actually get when you buy a truck built between 2000 and 2006. You get a vehicle with 0 software subscriptions, 0 over-the-air update capability, 0 cellular modem reporting your location to a corporate server, 0 serial number paired components that require a dealer laptop to authorize a replacement part. When you change the battery in a 2003 Silverado, the truck starts. It does not ask you to register the new battery. It does not throw a fault code. It does not require a $180 dealer visit to reset a battery management module. You put the battery in, you turn the key, the engine starts. That is ownership. That is what they systematically removed from every vehicle built after 2018 and are never putting back. Now let us talk about the specific engines that make this loophole work. The 2000 through 2006 Chevrolet Silverado and GMC Sierra with the 5.3-liter Vortec LM7. Not the later active fuel management version that drops lifters at 90,000 miles. The early naturally aspirated iron block 5.3-liter was built before General Motors introduced active fuel management in 2007. This engine has documented examples running past 300,000 miles on nothing but oil changes and spark plugs. It runs on a simple powertrain control module with no cylinder deactivation, no variable valve timing, and no integrated start-stop system that wears your starter motor out every time you slow down. It is the last version of that engine where reliability was the primary design goal. The 2000 through 2004 Ford F-150 with the 5.4 Triton 2-valve. Not the 3-valve that came after it with the cam phaser nightmare. The 2-valve 5.4 is a hammer. Heavy, simple, and it does not stop. Spark plugs every 100,000 miles with a standard socket. No cam phasers to rattle themselves apart at 80,000 miles. No variable cam timing solenoids to fail and drop your truck into limp mode on the highway. You might think the 2-valve 5.4 has a reputation for blown spark plugs. You are right. But that is a $40 thread repair kit and one afternoon in the driveway. Not a $3,000 dealer diagnostic visit. The 2000 through 2006 Toyota Tundra with the 4.72 UZF-E V8. This engine is the reason Toyota built its entire reputation. Cast iron block, forged steel crankshaft, It uses a naturally aspirated fuel system with no direct injection carbon buildup problem. It runs a timing belt instead of a timing chain. You change that belt at 90,000 miles for $300. Then it runs another 200,000 miles without asking you for anything. Forum user Tundra Life Forever_2UZ posted last month. He wrote that he has 387,000 miles on his 2003 Tundra. It has never been in a shop for anything other than scheduled maintenance. No dealer has ever opened that engine. Try saying that about a 2023. He is not bragging. He is making the most important financial argument in automotive history. But here is what most buyers miss entirely. The last free vehicle loophole is not just about reliability. It is about what these trucks cannot do to you. A 2024 Ram 1500 has a built-in LTE modem. It reports your GPS position, your driving behavior, your braking patterns, your fuel consumption, and your service intervals to a Stellantis server 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. That data is stored, packaged, and sold to insurance companies to calculate your premiums without your knowledge or consent. In 2023, the New York Times documented that General Motors had been secretly selling driving behavior data collected from OnStar subscribers directly to insurance companies, including LexisNexis and Verisk. Drivers across the country saw their insurance premiums jump by hundreds of dollars a year based on data they never agreed to share. Based on data collected from hardware living in a vehicle they thought they owned. A 2003 Silverado has no modem. It has no GPS. It does not know where it is. It cannot report anything to anyone. When you turn the key off, the truck stops existing to the outside world entirely. That is not a feature. That is freedom. Manufacturers spent 20 years engineering that freedom out of every vehicle they sell. You might think you can just disable the data sharing on a new truck. You cannot. The cellular modem runs on its own dedicated power circuit. It operates completely independently of the infotainment system. Disconnecting it triggers multiple fault codes and can disable critical vehicle systems. You do not own the modem. You are legally prohibited from disabling it. It is their hardware, living inside a vehicle you paid $68,000 for, reporting your daily life to their servers. Now here is exactly why the window is slamming shut and why smart buyers are moving now. The prices on clean pre-2007 trucks have already moved hard. A clean 2003 Silverado 1500 with under 150,000 miles that sold for $4,500 in 2020 is now selling for $12,000 to $15,000. A clean 2004 F-150 Super Crew with the 2-valve 5.4-liter engine that was a $6,000 truck 5 years ago is now a $14,000 to $18,000 truck. The market has already figured out what we are telling you right now. But there are two additional threats accelerating this timeline that most buyers have not calculated yet. First, the 2025 tariffs on imported auto parts. The 25% tariff on steel, aluminum, and key components manufactured in Mexico and Canada is already pushing repair costs on new vehicles higher. Dealerships are projecting service labor and parts costs to increase 15 to 30% before the end of 2025. A $4,000 active fuel management lifter job on a 2019 Silverado becomes a $5,200 job by next year. On a pre-2007 truck, you source those parts from domestic suppliers or pull them from a salvage yard for a fraction of the cost. The tariffs do not touch the old iron the same way. Second, there is an active legislative push in 7 states to implement new vehicle retirement programs targeting pre-2008 vehicles. They are calling it a Clean Air Initiative. Mechanics are calling it a cash for clunkers sequel. The goal is to get the last free vehicles off the road before too many people figure out what they represent. A user named freedom_truck_no_subs posted on a diesel forum 2 weeks ago. He wrote, "They are not just trying to make new trucks better, they are trying to make old trucks illegal. Buy yours now before they change the rules." He is right, and he is not paranoid. The legislative record backs him up. So here is exactly what smart buyers are doing today. They are targeting the specific model year cutoffs before destructive technology became standard. Pre-2007 GM trucks to avoid AFM lifter collapse. Pre-2005 Ford trucks to avoid the 3-valve cam phaser failure. Pre-2007 Toyota Tundras to stay on the bulletproof 2UZFE engine before Toyota introduced the 3URFE engine, which had secondary air injection pump failures and documented cam tower sealing problems. They are running a full pre-purchase inspection with an independent mechanic, not a dealer. Frame inspection for rust in the cab corners and behind the rear wheels. Full compression test on every cylinder. Transmission fluid condition check and transfer case inspection. They are spending $150 on a professional inspection to protect an investment of $10,000 to $15,000. That is not caution. That is intelligence. They are buying from private sellers, not from dealers. Dealers have already figured out what these trucks are worth. The private market still has motivated sellers who just want the old truck out of the driveway. That is where the last free vehicle is still waiting. The manufacturers do not want you to know any of this. They want you financed on a $68,000 subscription truck with a $1,100 monthly payment, a cellular modem you cannot legally disconnect, and an AFM system counting down to a $4,000 engine repair the moment the warranty window closes. They want you dependent. They want you monitored. They want you trapped. A smart driver looks at that trap, walks past it, and hands $10,000 cash to a private seller for a truck that will never send his location to a server in Detroit. Have you already made the switch? Are you driving a truck made before 2007 right now and refusing to go back to the new iron? What was the make, the model year, and the mileage when you bought it? Sound off in the comments, because your story is proving to everyone still on the fence that the last free vehicle is still out there. If you refuse to finance $68,000 when $10,000 in cash can buy you actual freedom, hit the subscribe button and join the resistance. Keep the old iron running, keep turning your own wrenches, and we will see you in the next one.